Cody Rhodes, Cody Rhodes, Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes. Oh, shut up! Shut up, Froxers. Shut up, WWE. And Froxers, welcome back to the channel. Okay, Froxers. Real talk, I need you to be honest with me for a second. Raise your hand if you feel physically tired every single time you finish watching an episode of SmackDown, like a deep, soul-crushing exhaustion. Because, man, I do. I genuinely do. What the hell are you even doing here? Why do we keep putting ourselves through this every single Friday night? You know, Froxers, it's like a bad relationship you just can't quit. You know what I'm saying? You keep hoping, praying that this week will be different. That this week, they'll give you a reason to care. They'll give you Randy Orton something to do that doesn't make me want to throw my remote at the wall. That they'll book a main event that doesn't feel like it was pulled out of a garbage can. The storylines are recycled, the booking is pathetic, and half the time it feels like the writers are just throwing darts at the board full of random superstar names. It's nonsense, absolutely nonsense. But, and this is a big but, cause last night's show, September 26th, for some reason, it wasn't the usual painful torture. I know I'm as shocked as you are. It was, dare I say it, decent. It was actually a pretty good show, Froxers. I'm not kidding. It was actually a pretty good show. Except for that brain rot, absolutely dumpster fire of a main event. We will get to that, trust me. And Froxers, we are gonna dissect every bit of this show, the good, the bad, and the straight up ugly. So if you're ready to hear me lose my mind, scream into the void, and maybe, just maybe, find a few glimmers of hope in this sinking ship, then you gotta stick around for this entire video. Alright, Froxers, let's jump into this mess. Alright, Froxers, so the show kicks off with American Nightmare, Boring Rhodes. So he's in Cincinnati and he does his whole, what you want to talk about thing, which is always kind of cool. No, that's always boring. But then the wise man, the oracle, the grandpa Paul Heyman interrupts him, and he's got his two big all pit bulls, Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed with him. And let me tell you, Froxers, Paul Heyman can read a phone book and make it sound like an Oscar-worthy performance. This dude is just that good. So he's out here doing what he does best, manipulating people. So he's trying to get in Randy Orton's head, talking about how after their match later, Randy's gonna look at Cody's title and go, that is undisputed championship, like he's gonna turn on him. And he mentioned that Randy's done it 1 billion times, which was low-key hilarious because it's true. We've all seen it. So overall, it was a super short opening segment, which on this dead show is pretty much the standard. But honestly, I liked it. It was simple. It advanced the story. And Heyman was, as always, he was gold. So overall, it was a decent way to start. No cap. Moving on, so next up we got another Sami Zayn's US Championship Open Challenge, and dude, I was so hyped. You know, Froxers, we were all expecting Obafemi to come out, right? Like, this was the perfect moment for him to demolish Sami Zayn and take the title and be the new Monster Champ. But no, instead we get what? Lister Black, a dude that nobody cares about, comes out and accepts his open challenge. What do I say, man? Lister Black? Like, who? I mean, seriously, who is this dude? I'm not even trying to be disrespectful to this guy, but what has he done? WWE has given us zero reason to care about him. The second he comes out, the entire arena went silent. You could hear a pin drop, and we all knew exactly how this match was gonna end. It's the same old, tired WWE trope. Someone gets distracted, Sami capitalizes and gets the win. It's so predictable, it's painful. Anyway, Froxers, the only cool part was after the match, you know, I don't actually remember his name. Damien Priest, yeah. So Damien Priest hits a razor edge on Aleister Black through the announce table, which was really pleasing to watch. That was legit satisfying, I won't lie. But that match itself, total filler. A complete waste of an open challenge. Missed opportunity big time. Moving on. Okay, so then we get a tag team match, the Secret Harvest versus Solar Ruka with her partner. And look, Froxers, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend this was some classic. It was a straight up filler match on this dead show, and you know it, nothing really happened here. But let me tell you about Solar Ruka's finisher. The Soul Snatcher. Oh, dude, that movie is insane. It looks so cool, and the way she hits it to get the win. That alone made the whole segment worth it. So yeah, Solar Rika picks up the W, and nothing else to really talk about here, so let's just move on. Next up, then we had a contract signing between Tiffany Stratton and Stephanie Vaquer, or La Permilla, or whatever you wanna call her. Look, I'm gonna be real with you. I zoned out. Like, Froxers, there was literally nothing of substance here. They both these superstars, they just talked, they signed a paper, and then Julia and her partner came out and attacked Tiffany, and that's it. Like, there's nothing really exciting, nothing, significant, nothing important, and that led me to WWE's worst booking for their upcoming so-called big show on ESPN, Crown Jewelry 2025. Froxers, they are trying to build this champion versus champion match, but Froxers, you tell me, is anyone actually hyped for this? Does nobody gives a damn? Cause I don't. Froxers, it feels so forced, and it's the same deal with Cody versus Seth, that whatever PPV they're building to WrestlePalooza or Crown Jewelry 2025 or whatever, WWE has completely dropped the ball with these matches. There is no heat, no story, it's just there. It's lazy booking, and it's killing my interest. Anyway, rant over. Let's move on before I get angrier. Moving on. Okay, Froxers, finally something to actually get excited about. This tag team match was fantastic. It was Dragon Lee and the new young guy. I think his name is Evan, something like that. My bad if I got it wrong. Anyway, they were up against Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo, and man, this match was just fire. It was fast, it was fast, it was crisp, the high flying was insane. Huge props to Dragon Lee as always, but the new kid Evan, oh my gosh, like, this dude has future star written all over him. He was smooth in the ring, had a great look. Froxers, this is exactly like the kind of talent WWE should be pushing, not the over pushed talents like Sami Zayn. Anyway, screw Sami Zayn. So overall, this match was a breath of fresh air on a show that usually smells like old garbage, and I loved it. Alright, so moving on. Alright, Froxers, we have arrived. The main event, the thing I was reading. Cody Rhodes, or should I say Boring Rhodes, and Randy Orton versus Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. And I just have to ask, why? Like, why? Why do I have to see Braun Bronson, these two absolute pathetic jobbers? And I'm sorry, but that's what they feels like right now. In the main event spot, you guys tell me, are they out of the other superstars? Is that roster that thin for WWE? I was expecting something valuable for Randy Orton, something to make his character interesting again, but no! Triple fraud! Man, I swear, Froxers, I swear, his only job left is to ruin the remaining career of Randy Orton. Forgot Boring Rhodes and forgot Bronson Reed, these two absolute pathetic jobbers for a second. I need to talk about Randy Orton. Froxers, I'm so tired of watching the Legend Killer, the Viper, the Apex Predator get pinned week after week after week. Where is that 2020 Randy? Where is the guy who is the best thing on the show? They've completely destroyed him, and honestly, Froxers, I don't give a crap about Seth and Cody's storyline anymore because it feels so stale. And honestly, with booking like this, WWE's upcoming big show on ESPN, Crown Jewelry 2025, is gonna be a complete disaster. Mark my words. So overall, what do I say? This main event was trash. Absolute trash on an already dead show. But like I said at the start, if you take away the main event, the rest of the show was surprisingly decent. It was a weird feeling. Alright, Froxers, so after all that, how do I rate this garbage show on my scale? So keeping in mind that most of it was actually okay, I'm gonna give it WWE SmackDown a solid 5 out of 10. Yeah, a 5. I hear you screaming, yes, a 5. It was perfect. Man, it's like they cooked a meat that was just edible. It wasn't gourmet. It wasn't gonna kill you. It was just there. You ate it, you are not hungry anymore, but you are not telling your friends about it. That's this show. A 5, not great, not the worst, just there. And if you disagree with my rating, I wanna hear it. Scream at me in the comments. Let's have a whole war down there about it. And if you disagree with my rating, I wanna hear it. Scream at me in the comments. Let's have a whole war down there about it. That's what makes this one, right? And speaking of fun, if you enjoyed this beautiful mess of a review, if you love yelling about wrestling as much as I do, you know what to do. Smash the like button so hard it thinks it's a Sami Zayn's open challenge. Completely unexpected but very much appreciated. And subscribe to my channel. Do it right now, Froxers. Do it right now before WWE books Randy Orton in another trash match next week and you forgot. So, subscribe so we can suffer through this crap together every single week. It's more fun when we all are mad together. Alright, Froxers, that's all I've got for today. You know, I'm emotionally drained. Thank you so much for watching this video. And you know, Froxers, you are the real MVPs for sitting through this. I'll see you in the next one. Till next time, stay awesome. Have a good day. Bye.